In the last episode we generated a large amount of content inside of our Strapi backend, and I promised you that in the next episode we are going to try to implement infinite scroll. We are going to be using infinite scroll component for that. You can do that in a number of ways. One of those ways is actually using React query, and I may even make an episode about it. But for now we are going to be using infinite scroll component. And what is infinite scroll? Well, it's just a way for you to load, for example, 10 posts, and once the user scrolls below those 10 posts is going to load 10 more and so on, so that you don't have to load hundreds of posts all at once, because that will of course hinder your performance. So in this episode I'm going to show you how to use infinite scroll instead of something like pagination. Okay, so before we begin with actual coding, let's just install React infinite scroll component. So we do npm install React and wait for it to finish installing. In the meantime, you can check out the documentation. So this is the infinite scroll component. Of course, you have some options right here. I'm going to show you the most basic ones. But for now, just of course read the documentation if you want to do something a little bit different with this scroll component. It's pretty easy to use, as you will see in this video. So let's see, this has been installed, so let's get to coding. So first of all, I'm going to create a post component. So we are going to go to components, and then in here we are going to create post component, which we are just going to call post.js. So in here, I'm just going to mock out a very simple component, which is just going to receive a title and a description and some styling. So nothing too special here. So this is our styling. I'm not going to go through that. We are of course importing emotion styled. This is our function post styled. We have a div with the class name of body. We are displaying a title, and we are dangerously setting inner HTML to show post content. And that's about it. Save this, because we are going to be using that post component inside of our posts page. So let's create post page. You are of course going to create it inside of pages and call it posts.js. Here I'm also just quickly going to copy and paste what we need, because this is something we've done a lot of times in this course. So I'm just going to copy this, paste it right here, and let's just see what we get here. So we are of course importing post, or we are importing flex and box. We are just returning a container with the title of posts and mapping through the post that we are receiving from get server side props. We are taking API URL right here, and we are fetching the posts. Then we are casting them to the data variable, and we are sending that data variable right here. So if I save this and go to posts, so localhost 3000/posts, right now, as you can see, we have a lot of posts right here. Of course, this is very quick, because first of all, it's on my localhost, and second of all, it's just text. So maybe you wouldn't even need to create infinite scrolling for something like this, but we are going to create it anyways. Let me just open up my console. Okay, so now we have our posts. So what we want to do right now is we want to get first 10 posts, and once the user scrolls around post number 8, post number 9, we are going to load another 10 posts and so on. Okay, so let's get to it. Okay, so first of all, let's just import infinite scroll from React infinite scroll component, and we are going to import use effect and use state. Okay, next thing that we want to do is we actually want to wrap this inside of infinite scroll. So I'm just going to wrap it like this. Okay, so now we have this infinite scroll component wrapped around our posts. Next thing I want to do is actually, I don't want to call this data, I want to call this post, because we are going to be needing that, because we need a function that will add new posts to our posts array. So how do we do that? I'm just going to set const to be posts and set posts. So we are defining a variable, we are defining a method called set posts so that we can add new posts to it. And then I'm just going to use state and set this to be data. So posts are going to be data. So here we can just say posts. Okay. Next thing we want to do, we want to enable some options inside of our infinite scroll component. So first of all, what we need to do, we need to set data length. And data length is going to be posts.length. Okay. Next thing we need to do, we need to set next property, and next property is just going to call a function that is going to get our next posts. So our next 10 posts, right? So we are going to call that get more posts. Of course, we still don't have that function, but we're going to add it later. Then we want to define has more variable, which is going to be equal to has more, which we are going to also use state for. Then loader. So this is going to be pretty simple. We are just going to put an h4 tag and say loading. Okay. Next thing that we need to do is we want to send an end message, and end message is going to be a message that is going to display once we hit the end of all of our posts. So to do that, you can just do something like this. So the end message is just going to be a P with a style of text align center, and it's going to say, yay, you have seen it all. So you have seen all of the posts. Okay. So now that we did all of this, we need to define a few things. So we need to define get more posts, and we need to define has more. We are going to do that right now. Now, before we start developing our methods, let's just first correct this get server side props here, because we don't want to get all of the posts all at once. What we want to do is limit them, to 10. So we want to limit those posts to 10 so that first, when the user comes to the page, it will load only 10 posts. Okay, save this. Next thing we need to do, we need to define our get more posts method. So how do we do that? Well, we just define const get more posts is going to be equal to async. And in here, I'm just going to define res because when we hit the last of those 10 posts, this is going to get called. And here we need to contact our server and get the 10 next posts. So how do we do that? Well, we're going to await fetch. Of course, we need to add our API URL right here so that we can use it. And here I'm just going to do something like this. Okay, so we are calling posts, but those posts are not going to start from 0, but they're going to start from posts.length, which in our case, because we are loading 10 posts, that length is going to be 10. So it's going to start from the post number 10 and limit the number of posts that are going to get called by also 10. And whenever you scroll down, it's going to just add up. So we are going to start from the number 20, number 30, 40, and so on. So to do that, we need to get that response. So you do get res response, which is going to be await res.json. Maybe we should call this something else. Let's just call this new posts res.json, and that's about it. Now we need to set those posts. So those new posts that we are getting, we need to set them to the posts array. We need to set them to the posts array because we are using this posts length. So now when this is set, then the next number that is our API going to start from showing the posts is going to be 20, then 30, and so on. So to set the posts, you just do set posts. and we do posts is going to be posts and new posts. So with this, we are just adding new posts to the posts array, and then we are showing them, of course. Okay, so the next thing that we have to do is we need to set the has more option, or probably we may not even need to set it. Let's just set this to be always true, and this should actually be working right now. So let's just save this and go to our browser to check out if this works. So let me refresh this page. And here, if you look at this side of the screen, right here, you can see my scroll bar. As you can see, the scroll bar is pretty big right now, but as I go down, it's going to get smaller, right? So it's smaller now, it's smaller, and so on, right? So it's getting smaller all the time because we are loading new posts. Of course, there is a better way to check this. If we refresh this page, take a look at this side right here. So let me get to the top, and right here, when we scroll, you should see new requests coming in, right? So we post start equals 20 and limit 10. Post start equals 30, limit 10, and so on. So this is the way this works. But of course, if we go down here, we would expect you have reached the end of the posts list, but instead of that, we are just getting loading all the time. Why is that? Well, because we still didn't code this right here, and this has more function and variable that we needed to code. We still didn't code it. It's always true, so it's always going to be showing loading. So let's now create this set has more and has more methods. Okay, so how are we going to do this? We need to compare post length with the actual number of posts that exist in our backend. But right now we don't have the actual number of posts. We don't know how many posts there are altogether, right? When you load all of the posts, how many posts there are. So how do we get to that information? Well, that is going to be actually very easy. You just go down here, and remember, in one of the episodes we used this count endpoint, so we are getting the number of posts from the posts/count. And actually, let me just show you how this works. So if you go to localhost 1337 posts, you will get all of the posts. But if you go to count, you will get the number of posts that exist. So that's 112. Okay, so now that we have this information, everything else should be pretty easy. So I'm just going to go right here, and I'm going to send number of posts to be plus number of posts. So what this is going to do is going to cast this number to be an actual number so that we can compare it. And we of course want to set it right here. So number of posts. Okay, so we are getting number of posts right here. What I want to do next is I want to set those variables and functions that I talked about. So const has more, and we are going to create a method called set has more. And currently has more is just going to be true. State true. Okay. Next thing that we need to do, we need to use effect because every time something changes, every time we get the new data, use effect is going to get triggered, and then there we can check if the number of posts is more than the post's length that we're currently having. So once we get to the end of the list, this post length should be equal to the number of posts. So we do use effect. We are going to watch the posts, so we are adding posts right here. So every time posts changes, so every time we load new posts, this is going to trigger. And what this is going to do is just going to say set has more. So this is the function that we created right here. We do set has more, and we do number of posts. if number of posts is bigger than the post length, then set this to be true. So if number of posts is like in our case 112 and post length is something like 50, then this will be true. Otherwise, it's going to be false. Right? When we reach the end, the number of posts will actually be equal to the post length, so we are going to get false right here. And just one thing left to do, so we are hard coding true right here. We don't want to do that. We just want to code has more. So this variable is going to change depending on this. It's going to be true, false, depending on this. And that's about it. So if we save this, go to the browser, go to our application, let's just refresh it. And now we are loading new posts, loading. And once we get to the end of the list, we will get this message, yay, you have seen it all. And that's about it. This is one of the easiest way that you can implement infinite scroll inside of your React application. So this has been it for this episode. Remember, everything we did here will be available for you on GitHub. The link will be in the description below. And as always, thank you guys for watching, and I will see you in the next one.